What's up, everybody? Getting into this episode of GH. Natalya's death. Honestly, I'm not surprised by none of it. Her dying. I feel bad for the actress because they definitely wasted her time and her talent. Because at the end of the day, when you write a character into a corner, it's very hard to get them out that corner. It is hard. Like, is it possible? Yes. Does it always work when you get them out the corner and try to rehabilitate the character? No, it doesn't always work. And in this case, it didn't work. I feel like they try to redeem her by hooking her up with Sonny, and well, not hooking her up with him, but trying to hook her up with him. It wasn't gonna work. It just was not a good look. She was a controlling mother, horrible, homophobic to both of her children, upset with her son because of the career choice that he made, the life choices that he made. There was no redeeming that character, unfortunately. And I really wanted that character to work in the beginning because I love me some Eva LaRue. But once they made her homophobic and controlling, I say, yeah, it's a wrap for her. It's a wrap. And how fitting that they killed her off at the end of Pride Month. Ain't that some shit? That was funny. The coincidence on that was just, I don't know if that was a coincidence or if that was planned. Either way, the shit was funny. But it was rather ironic. But I'm pretty sure at first glance they probably gonna try to blame Sonny for it because they're already trying to track down the guard that was outside the door. And once they link that guard to Sonny, it's gonna be a whole bunch of questions they gonna ask. Like, for one, why you had that guard outside her door? You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna be a mess. And I'm pretty sure Sonny's not gonna want to give full detail on that. So of course it's time for him to pick up that phone and call Diane and write that check and get her to, pull her legal maneuvers and get you out this mess, Sonny, because they about to try to come for you. And of course they need to do an autopsy on her, but they gotta wait for what's his face? They gotta wait for Marco to ID the body and give the go ahead for the autopsy and such, since he's next of kin. But I'm pretty sure once they dust the place for fingerprints, they're gonna figure out that she did it to herself. Especially once they dust off the pill bottles, the alcohol bottle, they're gonna figure out Sonny wasn't involved in none of that. She did it to her damn self. It is what it is at the end of the day. What are you gonna do? So anyway, moving on from that. Kristina. Lord have mercy, Kristina. Kristina is the absolute worst. Who stands there and watches the place just burn to the ground? Why would you stand there and just watch a fire? I'm like, girl, blow on the bitch or something. Stop, drop, and roll. Go out the back. Like, was the back door locked and not working or something? Girl, take your ass out the back door. I was like, what are you doing? Just stand there. Then she finally gonna go get a fire extinguisher. She like, I'm like, girl, go out the back door. Go out the back. And Marco come busting down the back door, getting her the hell up out of there. There was really no reason for Marco to save her. Like, let's be for real. Kristina could have saved her damn self. She did not need rescuing. Homegirl was she just slow. I don't know what's up with some of Sonny biological kids, but they just delayed sometimes. Like, girl, get the fuck out of there. Like, why are you just watching? Like, just all in shock? Just, okay, you could be shocked outside where it's safe instead of up in here, breathing in that smoke. Like, are you crazy? Get your ass out of there. And please, I hope she had insurance on that place. Like, please call your insurance company, madam. I hope she did. But then again, you got a rich daddy, so I'm pretty sure he'll spend his money to rebuild it and whatnot. I'm not surprised that Jen set that shit up, that fire. I'm not surprised he set that place on fire, but it was very interesting to me how he, set the fire, but he wanted to make sure nobody was there. So I'm guessing he set that fire to send a message to Sonny, is what I'm guessing. But he had no intention of hurting one of Sonny's children. And he was pissed. He was on that phone pissed, letting somebody know, like, bitch, you fucked up. Like, nobody was supposed to be in that building. You better make sure nothing happened to that girl. Da-da-da-da. Like, he was going off. Because that wasn't a part of the plan. And he knows now that with Sonny's daughter in there, This war is going to escalate. It's going to get worse because now you need to protect your son. Because there's nothing stopping Sonny at this point from going after your kid. Because Sonny was not happy when he saw Marco at the scene. He was not thrilled. And now Sonny, he gonna figure out that Sidwell has something to do with that. Because he telling Jason, oh, we gotta find out who did this. Because Jason basically was like, well, shit, Kristina wasn't supposed to work, so we need to call the manager and ask why they called out. Like, see if their call out was legit. Like, were they sick? Were they paid off to call out and make her come in? Like, Jason gotta get to the bottom of the shit. But Sonny, come on now. Sonny should know Sidwell did this. Who else gonna do it? Like, you just had a major falling out with Sidwell, and he wants your peers, and he basically made a veiled threat, which he said wasn't a threat, but we all know it was. Sonny ain't stupid. You ain't that stupid. Like, you know it gotta be him. And of course, Alexis come over there ranting and raving all up on her soapbox. Oh, I'm not going to lose another daughter. I'm not going to do this. And every time something happens, it's because of you. And Alexis, take your drunk ass on. Like, go on somewhere. Stop with all this. I mean, I get where she coming from, but I get so sick and tired of them blaming Sonny all the time when they know. Like, first of all, nobody told you to spread eagle and spread your legs for this man. Nobody told you to do that. You slept with him, that resulted in a child. You knew the lifestyle he lived. You procreated with him. So I'm sick of hearing the bitching. Stop with the bitching. You made this life for your child. That's on you. And your child is grown. She's safe for now. Let that be that and go on to the hospital. Go on somewhere with that foolishness. So Dante pretty much got confirmation that it was arson. Somebody definitely set that fire. I mean, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure that shit out. So the war is heating up. It's about to go down in PC. It's definitely going down. Jocelyn was at the house or whatever, updating Lucas about Natalya coming to the church and whatnot. So he trying to get to the hospital. Brennan, and you know what? Every time something goes down with Sonny, Brennan pops up. He always shows up just like clockwork after something go down with Sonny. I'm starting to think Brennan got something to do with this. Like, maybe he in cahoots with Sidwell. Who knows? I'm starting to think something going on with him. Like, I'm starting to think Sidwell ain't the only one coming after Sonny's neck. Like, it got to be, Brennan has to be involved in this somehow too. Because he stay popping up with some shit go down. Jocelyn gagged the shit out of him though. Because Jocelyn was like, oh, do your superiors know that you're dating one of your agent's parents? I said, oh. She got you good on that one, Jack. Do your bosses know? I'll take that as a no because he was quiet. So I take that as a hell no, they don't know. She gagged the hell out of him. And then, of course, Carly coming there ranting and raving, talking about what happened to Kristina and how she blamed Sonny. Talking about, oh, another one of his kids almost died. And, what if that happened to Donna? I'm like, Carly, please shut up. Please. I mean, I get where her and Alexis are coming from, but yet again, here we got another baby mama who willfully married this man 11 billion times, willfully had children with this man, again, knowing his lifestyle. You procreated with him yet again, even late in life, you had a late in life child with him. That's on your ass. That's on you. Stop with the blame game. Like, this is what you signed up for. This is what you signed your children up for. That's on you. So, go on with that. This what happens when you have kids with a mobster. Shit happens. Like, what are you gonna do? But her and Brendan are heating up though. I kind of like her and Jack together. I kind of do. They definitely a cute little couple. But I definitely feel like he up to something. Like, I wouldn't trust him 100% if I was her. So anyway, moving on from that. But Molly was definitely pissed. Like, Molly was just going through a range of emotions in that moment. Like, homegirl was dropping her keys on the ground. She didn't know what to do. Like, Cody had to drive her to the scene. She was just a bundle of nerves, and I don't blame her. Getting a phone call like that, especially almost coming up on a year after losing one sister and the thought of losing another one, I get it, But Michael, he was having straight up PTSD. Like, Michael was having flashbacks to when he got caught up in the fire. And come to find out, he's still taking pain medication or whatever because he has I think a nerve damage or something like that. So he's still taking painkillers and stuff. I would hate for that information to find its way to Sasha. I mean, not Sasha, Willow and Drew. Because we all know they're going to use that information to their advantage. So I would hate for them to find that out. Like, no. That's the last thing you want, is for them to find out that type of information. Hell no. But, I a part of me get why Sasha didn't want Daisy, that name, why she didn't want the baby growing up with the Corinthoses and stuff. I get it, because that type of danger, it would spook you. It could definitely scare you. But, Michael was assuring her, like, listen, that's not going to happen. Like, the kids are not going to be affected by Sonny's world. He does not want his kids involved in Sonny's business dealings, around it, none of that. And so far, Michael has kept that promise, because none of his kids so far has been affected by Sonny's world. So thank God for that. I mean, things happen, unfortunately, but that's just the name of the game. That's what happens when you're in that type of lifestyle. Your family is collateral damage. But I could see Michael and Sasha possibly getting back together. I like the chemistry between them. I just don't like the way Sasha been moving lately. Like, her taking that money from Sidwell, or her talking about she want to raise the baby completely by herself, which I find to be totally ridiculous, because at the end of the day, Michael has the right to be that child's father. It doesn't make sense. Like, you want the baby to know who Michael is, but he can't be an active participant in her life. That makes zero sense. Like, he has no say in her life. That's dumb. It's not like he's a danger to the child. He can co-parent and you still be independent at the same time. Like, if you don't want any money from him, that's fine. He could financially take care of his child without giving you anything directly. If you don't want his money, that's understandable. But it's like, co-parent with that man. But anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought. And I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.